You're deep in the process of building a new rig for 3D animation and filmmaking, and you've hit the most critical crossroads: the graphics card. The contenders are the future RTX 5080, the RTX 5070 Ti, and an interesting curveball, a hypothetical Radeon RX 9070 XT. This is a classic battle, so let's get into it. First things first, let's address the elephant in the room. Why is that RX 9070 XT even part of this conversation? It's a fair question, and honestly, it's the first thing that jumps out. On paper, and especially for gaming, AMD cards are phenomenal. They consistently offer incredible value, often packing more VRAM for the price than their NVIDIA counterparts. That hypothetical 9070 XT would likely be a VRAM monster and a beast for gaming. No one can argue with the price to performance AMD brings to the gaming table. But here's the cold, hard truth for professionals in the 3D space. Your work isn't gaming. Have you ever launched a piece of rendering software, loaded up your complex, seen, hit the render button, and been greeted with that soul-crushing message? That one that says something like, "No compatible CUDA device found"? That right there is the single biggest hurdle for AMD in the professional creative world. NVIDIA's CUDA is more than just a feature. It's the bedrock of the vast majority of GPU-accelerated rendering engines and production software. While it's true that some applications, like Blender with its Hippie renderer, are making strides in supporting AMD cards, the reality on the ground is that performance and stability still lag significantly behind NVIDIA's CUDA and RTX. In almost any professional scenario, an NVIDIA card is either the only option that works, or it works so much faster and more reliably that it's not even a competition. So, with all due respect to AMD's gaming prowess, for a serious animation and filmmaking workflow, we have to respectfully set the RX 9070 XT aside. It's just not the right tool for this specific job. So now we're left with the main event, the RTX 5070 Ti versus the RTX 5080. Let's get the obvious out of the way. The 5080 is the more powerful card. A bigger number means better performance, more cores, and faster speeds. That's a guarantee. If you put them side by side and render the same frame, the 5080 will finish first every single time. There's a reason: it costs more. But the real question isn't which is faster. The real question is, do you actually need the speed you're paying a premium for? This is where the decision gets interesting. The most critical factor for this comparison, based on the expected specs, is that both the RTX 5080 and RTX 5070 Ti will likely share the same amount of VRAM, 16 GB. This is the absolute game changer. VRAM is your capacity. It determines whether you can even load your complex scenes, with all their high-resolution textures and detailed geometry, onto the GPU in the first place. Since they both have the same 16 GB, it means any project the 5080 can handle, the 5070 Ti can handle too. It will never fail a render due to a lack of memory if the 5080 could have done it. The only difference is the finish time. So, the choice boils down to a simple cost-benefit analysis. Is the speed boost from the 5080 worth the significant price jump? Imagine a render takes 10 minutes on the 5070 Ti. On the 5080, it might take 8 minutes. Yes, it's undeniably faster, and that's great. But is shaving those 2 minutes off your render time worth the several hundred extra dollars you'll spend? Here's a thought experiment. If you had both cards running in 2 separate rooms, you'd never feel the difference. You'd kick off a render on the 5070 Ti, go grab a coffee, and come back when it's done. You wouldn't be agonizing over the 2 minutes you lost compared to the 5080. The perceived difference only becomes stark when they're in a direct side-by-side race. In day-to-day use, the 5070 Ti is a powerhouse that will get the job done efficiently. For me, the recommendation becomes clear. When you're building a machine for work, you're not just buying a toy, you're investing in a tool to make money. The goal is to find the point of maximum return on your investment. The RTX 5070 Ti represents that sweet spot. It provides 100% of the project handling capability of the 5080, with a performance level that is still absolutely top tier, all while leaving a significant amount of cash in your pocket. That saved money could go towards more RAM, a better CPU, or faster storage. All things that will also improve your overall workflow. Now, let's be clear. If you have an unlimited budget and you simply want the absolute best, or if you're an elite level gamer who also does 3D work and wants the highest possible frame rates, then by all means, the 5080 is an incredible piece of technology. But for the pragmatic creator focused on building a sustainable career in animation and film, where every dollar counts, the RTX 5070 Ti is the smarter, more economically sound choice. It's the champion of professional value.
If you enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell to the later update from my channel. Thank you for watching till the end and see you in the next video.